Well, starting the next video, it's about goals. How do you set up your goals? Do you have any goals? Are they in your head? Are they on your computer? Are they in your cell phone, on a notepad? Are they on paper? Yeah. How about your goals? Do you have any? What are they? Do you work them out or they work you out? Good question. Questions about goals. Personal goals, business goals, relationship goals, goals in this, goals in that. Lifestyle goals. What's your lifestyle? Good question. What is your lifestyle? How you see your lifestyle? What is a lifestyle? Yeah. Goals. Do you have goals? How do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Yeah. Do you see yourself in the next X amount of years? How many X amount of years do you see yourself? There was one famous guy say famous sentence. I'm gonna project the sentence in your foreseeable future. This guy said this. Well, the most intelligent people, he did not say intelligent, he say successful. Whatever. So the most intelligent people have the ability to project themselves as much further in the future as possible. And then he goes to say, those people that have the ability to project themselves into the furthest future are the most intelligent people. How to interpret that? Well, I think that if you have a clear vision about your future, in the next couple of days, months, years, and even more, well, then you kind of are more intelligent person. There have to be a lot of focus here. Focus, barba focus. Focus is important when you have to set your goals. Well, I found out about goals. I tried this goal setting and goal achieving, and I found out very interesting thing. Well, as they say, write them down on a spiral paper or whatever. They do not work quite well, but at least they stay as a guidelines for your future. It's like a beaten path, so you don't go astray. You don't go aside. You don't move further from your goals. That is the purpose of writing and rewriting. And if you don't write them nor rewrite them, they will never materialize. That is for sure. They will not. That is a fact. Like it works like the law of the universe. But if you do, they will start emerging somehow on the surface. And what I found out, I had many daily goals and many long-term goals, and they change. Yeah, they do change. But the core of the process, the core benefit of the process, to say, is to keep yourself busy with your goals and not to go and become a victim of someone else's goals. As some other clever guys say, you either work on your personal goals or you work for somebody else's goals. Well, if you are an employee, I'm really sorry for you. Through my long business experience, I always kind of work on my own goals. That is kind of selfish, you may say, but well, that's how it is. So when you are trained from a kid, I think this has to do with the family. There are certain cultures, let's say a Jewish culture is a culture that propels the idea that people should be independent for themselves. I don't know what exactly that means, but it has to do with the ability of a kid to set up some kind of goals in the very early development of the brain, so it gives the kid the opinion to be independent thinker. Well, if you have a kid, here is my 2 cents. If you have a kid, do not tell the kid not to do. Allow your kid to choose from many different options. You just present the options, whatever you might think, and let the kid make your own opinion. I want to share personal opinion here. When I was a kid, my parents let me run wild. They never told me do this, do that, do this, do that. However, my mother somehow biased me that I should be a doctor. So, well, on my own, I decided to be a doctor, not under her suggestion, but I decided. My father was working in a military factory as a regular worker, so he kind of was implanted this idea, well, you have to have a discipline, you have to probably go to the army. So I was poisoned by his idea to become an officer, to become a general or whatever in the future. So I was considering also signing up in a military school. Thanks God I didn't. I again used my own head to choose my own ways. Of course, that led me to many other opportunities. I went to by the end of finishing high school, whatever it's called back in my country, not high school or whatever, mathematics schools with a major biology. All of a sudden, I kind of didn't like this idea. I was prepared to be a doctor. All my co-students back then, whatever, they became doctors. Some of them are very famous doctors. Some of them are in the United States. Some of them are in Switzerland. Well, that would be a good thing if me to be a doctor. But I would not ever substitute my current destiny for being a doctor or being something else. So I'd like to do my own choosing of my own options. So I strongly suggest this to you, that it's good to be able to choose your own options. As I would say, gather all the information and use your own mind, nobody else's mind. Do not get affected by all these talkers, including me. There are many speakers and talkers that would say, do this, do that, this is the way to go, this is the way to go. Well, there are many ways to go. And certainly you have to be super certain about your own ways. Most of the people are perplexed. Most of the people are biased. They do not understand their own destiny. They are like looking around and looking there and looking here and changing paths and changing this. I'm myself one of these people. There is a point in your life that you start agreeing with that. You say, well, if that's how it is, that's how it is. But I don't like this expression too much. It sounds like too superstitious. You letting yourself in the hands of the destiny. Is there a destiny? We don't know about that yet. And so goals, that's a good thing. Do you have them? Where they are? If you don't have them, what does guy say? If they are in your head, some people say, yeah, I have them. It's like, I remember them. And that's what he say. If they are not on paper or in some kind of material form, they are just merely wishes. So set up your goals. And goal number 1, I can give you directions now. Goal number 1, subscribe to this channel. Yeah, subscribe.